10 years ago, Malcolm Turnbull asked, if now is not a time for tax reform, when is a good time for tax reform? I'm Dr. Mikayla Novak from the Institute of Public Affairs, and I would ask the question, if not now to fix the budget, when? I have just been in the federal budget lockup here in Canberra, and I would give this budget a 6 out of 10. While the budget might be sold as a politically attractive document, it doesn't address our core problems. Here's why. Taxes have increased, government spending has increased, and there is no clear plan to pay down Australia's debt and return to surplus. Make no mistake, this is a budget where taxes increase. There are 55 revenue measures in the budget, adding a net $481 million in tax over 4 years. Nowhere is this more obvious than in superannuation. Hiking the super contributions tax to 30% for those earning $250,000 or more will cost an extra $2.5 billion over 4 years. In our analysis, this tax increase hurts working women who want to save more in the long term, and it makes our retirement system more complex and less affordable. Why are we punishing people who are working hard? IPA research has shown that Australia is already a high taxing country. This budget only makes this situation worse. This budget also shows that total government spending keeps rising from $451 billion in 2016-17 to $512 billion in 2019-20. As part of this, government regulators like the Tax Office and ASIC get funding increases. The regulators get even more money to heap even more red tape upon the rest of us. And finally, another year has passed with no credible plan to pare back our $499 billion in debt and return us to surplus. We have to live within our means, and government is simply not getting this message. Australia has one of the fastest growing public debts in the world, a distant memory from the halcyon days of no net debt under John Howard and Peter Costello. To illustrate the lack of reform ambition in this budget, consider what we could have had through more political courage. If the government found 1% of GDP more in spending saves, we would be in surplus in 3 years. This was an extremely important budget to get right, and the government has failed the challenge. Sadly, we're worried that Malcolm Turnbull is the 4th Prime Minister in a row to give up on budget repair. But the IPA will not give up. We will continue promoting lower taxes, lower government spending, fixing this budget and returning us to surplus.